Wait. Wait.
March!
Wait. And into the battle!
Storm them! Yeah! Yes? Storm attack!
Follow me, man!
At the turn of the millennium, the real-time strategies were extremely popular, especially those from the Middle Ages. Knights and Merchants is one of lesser-known strategies of that time, but it shouldn't be. This strategy has something that I have never found anywhere else in the term of complexity. Do you know Age of Empires, Warcraft, Command and Conquer? All of them are about mining, building the base, creating the biggest army and defeating the enemy. But in this game, everything is very similar, but creating the biggest army is not so simple. There is a very long way to create your even first weak military unit. First, you need to create large infrastructure as well as an economy. At the start of most missions, you have a few serfs, laborers and storehouse. First, you need to build a schoolhouse. But it is not that simple. One of the laborers has to level the ground and you have to build a pavement from the storehouse to the school. Your laborers are ready, but the serfs must bring stones from storehouse to make a pavement. Then you have to build the inn in the same way. And what is an inn? Well, every unit must eat. The inn is the place where every non-military unit goes to eat. And military units, serfs have to bring them food. And what kind of food? Bread, wine, sausages or fish. If you didn't have enough food, your units would die. So it is necessary to grow wheat, wines or catch fish. But it is also not that easy either. How to grow wheat? First, you have to build a farm and prepare the fields. Then, you have to hire a farmer and he plants the seeds. After some time, the grain would grow and he could harvest it. Then a serf comes and takes the grain to the windmill where a miller makes flour. And again, a serf comes and takes the flour to the bakery where a baker bakes 2 loaves. Yes, just 2 loaves, and again, a serf takes the bread to the storehouse or the inn. So you have to constantly balance the size of your base and army, because you won't feed a large army. And how to create a military unit? In the schoolhouse, you can easily create a recruit that is sent to the barracks. But the recruit has only fists that are not effective in the battles. So you have to give him an axe, for example. For craft an axe, you need to build a woodcutter's sawmill and a weapon workshop. I don't think I need to describe again how long the process is. But these are only the weakest military unit. For better units, you need to build a swine farm, tannery, and armory shop. So, you have to produce grain, take it to the pigs, feed the pigs several times, take the skin to the butcher, who has to create leather, and finally, the carpenter creates leather armor. Do you want better units? So, you have to mine iron, create a lot of coal mines, create an iron smithy, weapon smithy, and armor smithy. Everyone has to eat. Everything has to be moved by serfs. And don't forget that you have to pay for your units. But fortunately, you don't have to pay them regularly. Anyway, you have to build gold and coal mines and metallurgists. And there are some other buildings, but I think that's enough for the idea. Of course, Not all buildings are available at the start of the game, but after a while, the base becomes more and more complex and balancing your economy becomes more and more difficult. And beware that you have to build your base smartly. Almost everything has to be moved to the storehouse. If you don't have enough space in the front of the storehouse, everyone will get stuck when your base grows. You should also build buildings next to each other that are linked, because serfs don't have to move things far, it's faster and there are less collisions between them. Both the story and the objectives are very simple. You are the king of a good kingdom and a bad kingdom has attacked you. And of course, for this insolence, there must come revenge. There are two types of missions. Quick battles without building anything. They are quick and pretty simple, even if you are outnumbered. It takes about 5, maybe 10 minutes. In other missions, you have to build a base and destroy all enemy storehouses and schoolhouses. The first missions last 1 or 2 hours, but the last mission can last even more than 5 hours. There are 20 missions, so you can beat the game in about 30 hours. But it depends on your tactics. If you defend your base until the enemy is exhausted and stops producing new units, it could take more than 50 hours. You are alone in most missions. Sometimes you have allies, but it's worth anything. Indeed, they are powerless and you are even in danger because your ally mustn't be defeated. The artificial intelligence is the biggest downside of the game. Ally units are stupid, enemy units are stupid, and even your units are stupid. For example, they are able to find the closest path to the destination, but are unable to hold a group. So, if they have to go around an obstacle, for example, they get stuck and continue in line, so you have to stop them to regroup. But this can be used against the odds. You also cannot select units by dragging. You can only select one unit or one group of units, so each unit has to belong to a group. Interesting concept, but playing the game this way is more complicated. There are only 9 military units, but it doesn't matter. They differ in the type of weapon they use, armor, and if they use horses. You have to prepare your army carefully. Even the best unit, knights, can be easily defeated by pikemen, who, on the other hand, are vulnerable to sword fighters. And these fighters don't like knights. And you can recruit bowmen and crossbowmen that you have to protect carefully. A group of these beasts can easily kill many enemies, but if someone touches them, they die really fast. The graphics are old but still nice and cute. Everything looks so bright that you may think that the Middle Ages is cool. The maps are varied, but you have to be careful where you build your base, because you cannot build on the hillside, desert or ice. The music is also great. There are many songs typical of that era, but of course you can turn them down and listen to your own style. Multiplayer is pretty good because it is hard to defend a huge base and feed a big army, so everyone is pushed to attack. It is the opposite of the single player, where the computer cheats because it has unlimited resources and can constantly renew its huge army. But of course, don't expect many mods. There is only Deathmatch and a few maps to choose from. In 2001, the Peasants' Rebellion was released with several new units and many maps, but many of these units were so buggy that they were removed again from the remake, which is free and includes high resolution and several new campaigns. And you can even download more campaigns from the internet if that's not enough for you. But beware, the campaigns were prepared by the player community and contain critical bugs, and some maps are almost unplayable. And you must own the data discs to play this remake. Well, it's time to sum up pros. The greatest advantage of this game is incredibly sophisticated economy. It also has nice and cute graphics, and also the units are diverse enough. And what are the cons? Well, the game contains so many bugs that you sometimes really hate this game. It contains almost no story, and the goals of the games are too monotonous. Thank you for watching the video. Next time we will look at really huge beasts, MechWarrior 3, so if you like fighting giant robots, don't miss it. If you want to watch the review of your favorite game, please leave a comment below this video or on our Facebook page. And now we are preparing a special section for your reviews, so if you want to add your review on our YouTube channel, please send it to oldschoolgamesreviews@gmail.com. And if it is good, everyone can watch it soon. So bye and see you next time!